Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome everyone to the main broadcast.
Episode 26, baby.
Yeah, welcome everyone to the main broadcast, episode 26. I am your host, Alex Rogers, and I'm with my co-hosts, Adam, Peter, and Dan. The place where I'm staying at got real quiet all of a sudden.
No, what happened is we're actually really big in Japan right now.
Yeah, everyone's
when they
listening.
heard-
Everyone cleared out.
Yeah.
It's
When
like,
they
guys,
heard-
Alex is recording. Everyone shut the hell up.
Yeah, you can only hear 1/4 of the recording, but everyone shut up.
Yeah, but
shut up.
it's 1/4 of the podcast 2 weeks early, or a week early.
True.
If I'm on the ball. I went away.
Wait, where did you
Yeah,
go?
how was that?
I went to Brisbane and I watched Round the Twist, the live musical.
Nice.
The music was good. The music was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't
I
have a
don't
problem with the
believe you.
music. You seem to like the music. Peter doesn't seem to like the idea of music in a musical.
How can
Yeah.
you not sing along to the "I'm Not Scared of the Ghost in the Toilet" song?
But to be honest, I don't know the words, so that's one reason.
I
I'm
like
not
good
scared of the
musicals.
ghost in the toilet.
And I use that term very loosely.
Yeah, what's a good musical to you?
Sound of
Book of
Music.
Mormon.
I was about to say, yeah, the
Joker
Sound
2.
of Music and Moody. Moody's literally only watched the Sound of Music.
No, I haven't.
Do you like the Sound of Music?
Mary Poppins,
No, Mary Poppins.
Oh,
slaps.
true.
the original one, with Julie Andrews?
Dick
There's
Van
something
Dyke.
eerie to me of
Dancing
Peter
Penguins?
watching The Sound of Music.
Why?
I just can't picture
I
you
only
sitting
watched-
down and watching a musical.
If Julie Andrews isn't in it, can you call it a musical? And the answer is no.
Yeah, but you've never seen the Book of Mormon, have you?
I don't need to. Is Julie Andrews in
No.
it?
No, but
Then I don't care.
What's your thing, man? What's going on? I'm confused. I'm lost a little bit.
what are you lost about?
Just like what's with the whole Julia Andrews thing?
She's the star of the Sound of Music.
And Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Is she the Mary Poppins?
What do you mean? She was
Julie
the actor
Andrews.
who played Mary Poppins.
Yeah, she is the
Yeah, then
Mary
she's
Poppins.
the real Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Well, the other one is Emily Blunt now. But
Yes, but I think what you're missing is the Mary Poppins doesn't exist.
how dare you?
She's been in a lot of stuff. Dame Julie Andrews.
Is Dame her first name or is Dame a title?
Dame is a title.
Dame is a title.
Sick.
Like Sir.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
it's
cool.
the female equivalent of.
Do you think
Sir.
get knighted to become a dame?
Well, it's the female version of being knighted.
Do you think we'll ever be knighted?
For what?
I love how aspire to be part of that.
I don't know if I
I
want-
don't think so.
Charles' little sausage fingers touching me. Like,
Exactly.
Well, he's not touching you. The sword is.
yeah, but I got to shake his hand.
Does it come with a sword? Do you get a sword when you're
Oh,
knighted?
I don't think you get the sword. They
No, yeah.
What about... Because we have weird sword laws here. If I get knighted, do you think it would be more acceptable for me to own a sword?
You can like own swords for like historical and antique purposes and stuff. The knighted sword would like fall into that same category.
I want one.
Oh, knights receive a sword when they are knighted.
Really?
Yeah, the knight is given a sword as part of the knighthood ceremony. I don't know if it's
Okay.
the sword
Fuck.
or a sword.
No, it'd just be a sword. Just be like a sword with like your name on it or something. Like kind of like how Mace Windu got a lightsaber with bad motherfucker on the side.
I always find it funny that David Attenborough, we all know David Attenborough.
Yeah.
He's been
big man.
knighted, but his
Well, yeah.
brother Richard is a lord, so he one-upped him.
Oh, how do you become a lord?
You just get granted it.
So what's higher, a lord or a sir?
A lord. So Richard Attenborough
What?
became a life peer and a baron.
What did he do to get that? Who'd he kill?
It was just his involvement in arts and culture in the UK.
Oh, that's not even a cool thing.
Yeah, but do you know who this guy is?
No.
He's the old dude from Jurassic Park. He's
Oh!
the Jurassic Park man.
Oh,
Sick.
Yeah. He made
I mean,
dinosaurs. That's why
That's
he got given an award.
cooler.
He made dinosaurs.
Yeah, again, he had to one up David. David looks at animals. He's like, "Oh, you do that? I'm in a
Dinosaurs.
dinosaur movie."
What
I'll
beats
make them.
animals? Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dick move.
He's the guy who said, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." That's what he got.
as if they
voted for.
haven't collaborated and made it so like, you know, he says welcome to Jurassic Park and then David Attenborough does like a whole thing on dinosaurs, because that's how have they not done that?
What do you reckon would be knighted for?
Podcast.
Being awesome at a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
People
No.
are just knighted for all sorts of reasons now.
I don't know, probably lying to my roommate about the podcast. Absolute banger.
Yeah. Serial liar. Although I don't think that's an achievement. I think that's just a...
It is when you can do it.
I think that's more like
That's more of like a
you're getting
criminal
tied
title.
up and everyone's throwing tomatoes at you as people are
Yeah.
behind you yelling shame.
Shame. Shame.
I mean, it would be, and I get that if it was like I did it for a week or so, but I'm getting away with it for like 6 months, and I'm going back around too.
Yeah, but you're just
So-
a bad person though.
That's fair. It's not wrong. Per
Why
se.
are we friends with you?
I think I'm like a
Because you're
nepo
definitely not
friend.
awesome. Because you're a liar.
I'm friends through association of Adam. I am a nepo friend. How good.
You are. Roger's growing up. I've never asked you because you always seem to get along with your brother. So
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you. Whenever he used to hang around us, was it ever like, get away? He's my
Yeah,
friend.
all the
or-
time.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
I was always coming into your room and be like, you know, we should start this podcast. It's called The Main Broadcast. And I'd be like, get the fuck out.
There's a big difference between 29 and 21 and 19 and 11. There's a
That
big-
is true.
Yeah.
That
there's
is
a big
very
difference.
true.
Alex started being welcomed around after he could start contributing. when he was doing drawings and stuff. And when
It's like, okay,
it
you're
was-
useful
it was
now.
Actually, when we did the anime review thing, so we had a
Yeah.
third host.
Oh,
That was
right.
basically when it's like, oh yeah, well, you can be around now.
I was like, I was hired out of convenience
Yeah,
and just so happened to still be here.
yeah.
I'm like a good extra on the back set.
To your credit, you had the channel on your back for a little bit of the time as well. Like you were doing majority of the editing and stuff.
And now I've taken a couple steps back and fallen into a hole.
I'll say you've just taken a jump off, dude. I'll
Yeah.
say you've gone
That's
the
it.
exact
you
opposite.
volunteered to do it for when you were like, oh, I've got an idea for a new show, and then you got it started, and then you went, all right, take it away, boys.
Yeah.
yeah,
and
maybe,
stop doing it.
maybe that's what I should do for a career. Just like hype up people, and then when it starts, you just like, all right, see you guys. I'll be in the wind.
And just
Yeah.
dip.
Also, Alex, the thing you sent me, the Sanji shirt,
Yeah.
I've turned into a body pillow.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Can you send that to me at least? Can I at least see a
Yes,
picture
send
of
us a
that?
photo of the.
I
what
don't
you've
think
done
I want to
it.
see Roger.
That's incredible.
I think I do.
Are you the big spoon or the little spoon?
I'm a little spoon. Sorry, I'm the big spoon. I wish I was a little spoon.
I was gonna say, Adam, I'm pretty sure that's just you laying next to a pillow. I don't think that makes you a little spoon.
Do you actually
so
hug it
funny.
or do you just sleep?
Do you
next to it?
Which way do you face it? Do you face Sanji's face towards you or away from you?
Away.
Are you head to head or like feet to head?
What do you mean?
It's head to head.
We're head to head.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've just put a pillow in the shirt. Like that's all it is. I did it as a
my
joke,
God.
and then I didn't take it out, and then I'm like, oh well, now I've just got a pillowcase.
Yeah. You're like, it's just comfortable
Because I
now.
did it for last podcast, and then I forgot to show you guys.
And then
So then I'm like, I just left it, and it's been there for like 2 weeks now.
that's how a friendship starts.
That's great.
I don't know what's funnier, the Sanji body pillow, or the back scratcher next to it. I don't like this picture. This is like something on a Reddit page. That's all.
That is some real weeb shit.
Dude, what the fuck am I looking at? That's
He's
terrible.
just looking at a shirt, in a pillow in a shirt.
Now, I have a question that can probably maybe steer us off a little bit. Don't, Adam, no.
That's how we sleep.
That's how we sleep.
Why isn't a pillowcase on your pillow in the first place?
Because I took it off to put Sanji on it.
Because he's got a shirt on it now.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a pillowcase.
Do you guys have any, like, smelly stories?
What?
Not really, but I do have a story.
Oh, yeah, go on.
So I was at my girlfriend's house.
Whoa,
And-
sick story. Did you take your body pillow with you?
Stop rubbing it in.
Yeah,
So- So I was there, and she'd gone to work, and I had to go home. So I went to go start my car, and What? What are you laughing at?
This story sucks. This story is awful.
I
I was at my girlfriend's house, and then I left, and then I went to turn on my
And
car.
then I made a chicken and tuna sandwich.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I went to
and then
turn
I
it-
drove
It
home.
was awesome.
All right, well,
But then
start
it was
again.
dry, so I had to wash it down with a glass of water. But we
I'll
didn't
start-
have water, and I don't like water, so I had some cordial.
I'll start the story again then. I'll
But
start
because we
slightly
didn't have
further
any
back.
water because the water was turned off, I had to get some
Adam's
ice and
story
wait for
got
it to
leaked.
melt.
Yeah.
No,
And then
stop.
I sat down, and
I'm
I
not even
went home.
gonna
And then I
tell
sat
it
down,
anymore.
and then I spilt it all, and I went, "Oh no!"
Oh, nuts. It's a good story. Adam, go on with yours. What was yours?
So I'll start it again, but I'll start it at a different place. And also, I'm cutting all of that bullying out. So,
It's probably for the best.
so my car had been overheating. So I got it sorted out. But when I went to go start it the next time and I wasn't home, the battery had died because I guess I'd left a light on or something while I was fixing the overheating. So I need to jumpstart my car. But the only other car that can jumpstart it is behind a garage door. Now I'm not at home, and the garage door is broken. So there's a trick to opening it. So I had to go inside, open... So why are you laughing?
It's so funny.
It's...
No, continue.
Oh,
It's
you know
just
what?
the
You know
way
what?
that-
I'll just skip to the end of the story. So alright. So my car died. I spent like 2 hours trying to maneuver it and push it around and get it sorted out to start it. And I'm driving home, and on the drive home, I fart and I shit myself. So there you go. There you go. That's the end of my story.
Did you really?
Just a little bit. It was just the worst day.
I was gonna say we can't run this.
Oh my god.
This
Oh my God.
that will make a great short. that build up. Fine. You know what? I drove home and I shut myself.
It was just because, like, Adam, the way you started was just like, so my car was broken, so
Yeah.
I fixed that. And then I parked my car. And then the battery was dead, and the car behind me was the only car that could fix it.
But it was
So I
behind
tried
a
to get
roller
to the
door.
garage.
Yeah, it
but
was
the
a whole
roller door was
fiasco.
broken.
And I'm literally after 2 hours, I'm like, this is the worst day ever. And then I'm driving home, and I just poo.
I also have a poo story.
So that's
Okay.
why. So
The-
when
the
you said
hostel went
smelly
really quick.
stories, that reminded me. But I didn't want to give away the ending.
Okay.
I didn't
Well,
want to
you
give
know,
away
things
the
come
ending.
in threes now, so you've pooped yourself on a bus, you've pooped yourself in a car.
It will be a boat, a plane, or a train.
Yeah, boat, plane, or train.
Oh gosh.
One of those. I wouldn't mind boat. Boat I can deal with. There's water.
Boat
everywhere.
you could deal with. Worst
Plane or
case scenario, you
train?
can just pretend you got pushed overboard. Or
Train
something.
I can get off.
No.
Yeah, train I can get off the train. Plane would.
Plane, you're pretty
Plane
much
would
fucked.
definitely
Suck.
be worse. Yeah.
What about a bike? Is a bike a good addition? Like a bicycle?
I don't know. A bicycle. I don't think would be that bad.
Because you gotta be wary, Adam. It could attack you at any angle.
Get me at any point.
You're getting old now, man. It can happen anytime.
Yeah, obviously it can. I was literally so annoyed. I'm driving home. I'm in a bad mood, and I just go. Oh.
You trusted a fart.
I wasn't even like, I was just like, okay.
Did it knock you out of your bad mood?
A little bit, yeah. It knocked me out of the bad mood a little bit because I was just like, you know what? Typical. Like this is. Like, it couldn't.
My goal
I
now
was
is
like-
to live for as long as I can without shitting myself, so I
was
can
like,
be
my
the only
day-
member who hasn't shit themselves.
And I'm like, my day couldn't have gotten much worse. And then it just got
It
worse.
just did get worse?
Yeah. I'm like, immediately
I
got
don't know.
worse.
Oh, it's so funny.
I mean, he's gonna get the worst case of food poisoning and be at work, and this happens.
Oh, yeah. But then at least if it happens at work, you just get to go home.
Yeah, and also I
Yeah.
have an excuse because I had
What's the
food poisoning.
excuse?
I was
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
Food poisoning.
Well, my first time I did it, I was sick. This time, I don't know what happened.
And I've had food poisoning before, and I think I can be pretty on top of it.
Food poisoning is the sickest I've ever been.
It's not great.
I remember being food poisoned. I was sucking on ice cubes because I couldn't even drink water because I was throwing that up. And laying there, and I'm like, oh, I understand why people just give up on life and die. Like, you know, when people are sick and he's just like, he's lost
over
the
it,
will to
buddy.
live. And I'm like, I don't get
Yeah.
it. What do you mean? I got it. In that moment, I'm just like, I understand why they just stop living. Like,
Anyway, you're shitting yourself
Yeah,
as
you
well
go,
story
Alex.
then, Alex?
What?
you said you had a poop story.
Oh my god, yeah. So sorry, I completely lost the plot for a
You got
second
so
then.
mad. You were just
I
like,
know.
Alex, you tell your story, and you're like, what are you
dare
talking
you.
about?
I didn't poop myself.
No, it's because I was like not feeling good. It was just like 4 days ago. So I went to the post office again to like send some stuff over to Okinawa. And I was like, I had a bento before because I was quite hungry. And I got in there and I couldn't tell if it's because I was getting stressed about like all the, you know, the knickknacks of like shipping something to a different place or whatever. But my belly started to like hurt. And then it went from my stomach down. And I was like, oh no, this isn't good. And so I was like, it was getting, how do I put it? It was getting warmer. Like, it was,
What was your pants?
yeah. As in, like,
Oh.
it was like, my
Would-
stomach was really warm. And then it started getting lower to near my bum. And then my bum got really warm. And I was like, uh-oh. So then I was like
Brown bear
rushing
was
through all
pushing
these
on the
files.
tent.
I wouldn't even say it was a bear. It's more just like a worm slithering out. But it was
Hot
aggressive.
snakes.
Yeah, it was aggressive, whatever it was. And so I'm like rushing through these files, and they're trying to talk to me, and like they're like, oh, like talking about like the differences between languages. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Let me just finish this. And like I pay for it. I ran out, and I saw this Burger King on the corner, and I immediately just said out loud, oh, "I'm so sorry, Burger King." And I walked in, and utterly destroyed it. Like
You made it to the toilet.
I made it, but like, brother, I was like
At what cost?
one warm urge one urge away from it. It was dripping down. Like it was,
I'm not making it.
yeah. It was like split second, fast, quick thinking of seeing that Burger King, and I don't think I can ever go back to it because I walked in, destroyed it. I was walking out and I saw the person go in after me, and I was like, and he obviously knew what I just did, and he looked at me with the coldest, saddest eyes.
That's why I always keep post-it notes on me, just in case if I do destroy a toilet, I can just write sorry on it and stick it to the toilet.
Yeah, he's right.
I pretend it was the person before me.
Do you walk out and go, whoa?
Yeah, I'm just like, I walk out like disgusted, like shaking my head, like, oh, how can someone do this? But deep down, I know.
Deep down, I know it was me.
You're the worst. You are the worst.
I went to the toilet in the museum while we were in Brisbane, and while I'm in there doing my business, some kid walks in with his dad, and he's like, "Oh, Dad, it stinks in here," and I'm just like, "Yeah, it's a room where like people,
It's a toilet,
like
man."
strangers, gather together and poo. Like, deal with it, man. Of course, it stinks."
Deal with it, nerd.
There's no way we get knighted for this podcast. There's no way.
Yeah, I think we just. I think
Oh,
we
you
just
don't
ruined
know.
it.
You don't know what
I
Charles
think we've
likes.
blown now a chance.
It's true.
Oh my
Maybe we'll be knighted by George.
Yeah.
He's Gen Alpha. He's a TikTok kid.
How old is King Guy at the moment?
Charles?
Yeah,
I think he's like 80 something.
How old is that king dude?
I
Oh, how old is he?
I'd be so mad if I was him.
Why?
Why?
Well, his mum basically stayed on the throne for however many years, and now he's going to get like less than 10 years.
Yeah, but he had to do
Yeah,
nothing.
but he didn't have to do anything. He had the
but
best
he
of
couldn't
it.
be king.
Yeah, but he got to be. Well, he knew one day he was.
He
gonna
was
be king.
waiting to
And he
be
was
king
prince
for
for
so
ages.
long.
Yeah, but he has so much more work now.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you...
He's like
What do you mean?
he's like so old now. He can just retire.
He has to star in Paddington and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think the Queen was in Paddington? No, because she's too busy. Do you want to see what the man who will be king currently looks like? This is
Yeah.
this is Prince George's Wikipedia photo. So this is like the main photo of him, and this kid definitely wants to know if you've got games on your phone. Like, that's the first thing I think when I see him.
Dude, that kid is listening to a podcast.
Yeah,
Wait, so
Absolutely.
is that the son of Thingamabob and...
that's William's son.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Peter, you
Wait,
know
so why
nothing
is-
about the royal family.
I don't
you know
care,
nothing.
man. All I
Is that
want
the
is that
son of
public day off. I
Thingamabob?
don't care.
So what were you going to ask?
So is he in line for kingship, or is William
Yes.
in line for kingdom?
Both are. Currently we have Charles, then it
Yeah.
will be William, then it will
Yeah.
be this kid.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Harry has gone. Nah, I don't want any part of this anymore.
Well, no, Harry was the second son, so unless William had no kids, it wouldn't be.
Oh,
Harry.
so he'd never get it.
Yeah. You don't get it as a second son unless the
Oh,
first
so
son
he's-
doesn't have an heir.
Right. So he's done anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Maybe
wants
that's
to be
why.
king, though.
I want to know if in 2024, if the firstborn of the next in line is a girl, if they would change the rules or not.
Oh, that's a good call.
Like
I don't know.
if it hadn't been George, if it had been Georgina.
I
Would-
think there should be
would-
just like if there's two siblings,
Uh-huh.
fight to the death, and the winner.
Why did I know you were going to go there?
Because it's
This
the
is
only
what
reasonable
jousting was
option.
made for.
It'd be
Yeah.
it'd be better than that Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. A guy at work was telling me the other day that his kids have found out that Santa isn't real through TikTok.
What? What do you mean Santa's not real? What do you mean by this?
I don't know.
Don't
Watch
you lie to
TikTok.
me.
Apparently, there's proof. There's proof.
There's
of TikTok.
proof. There's proof. There's no Santa. How
Yeah.
can there be proof there's no Santa?
Yeah.
After you figured out, did you also have like a eureka moment? Because I remember sort of like
Not
you know when
really,
you go
no.
see Santa Claus and you ask for stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, now I know that the stuff that I asked for I didn't get. It's not that Santa couldn't actually get it or his elves couldn't make it or whatever. It's because we just didn't have enough money to buy stupid expensive toys that I'd only play with like
Yeah.
a week and then get bored of.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
no
free
wonder.
because Santa gives them to you. So,
Yeah.
Why can't you have as many as you want?
Did you guys ever get mad at Santa?
I get mad at Christmas movies when they don't explain how parents aren't freaked out that there are presents in the house that they didn't buy.
Yeah.
They never seem to acknowledge that. Like there are so many movies where like a grumpy adult doesn't believe in Santa anymore. But then I always go, but why? Because Santa comes in and gives you presents.
Yeah.
Are you not questioning why, despite living alone, there's now a stocking by the fireplace?
The
full of
only-
stuff? I don't understand.
I think the only argument you could say for those movies is maybe you got to think of it as like that's in their own separate universe and not in our universe where Santa is
Yeah.
real.
Well, no, what do you mean? But I'm saying like there's like if you the movie The Santa Claus starring Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Like I'm guessing we've all seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that movie, Tim Allen does not believe in Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on Christmas, Santa comes and delivers presents to every house. So what
Yeah.
does Tim Allen think? But before he became Santa, what did he think when he woke up and he found a house full of presents that he didn't buy? Why does he not believe in Santa?
Yeah, there
And
is
maybe-
look,
maybe
look,
he
there is
never
massive plot
explains
holes
this.
in
Maybe
the
he
Christmas
thought
movies.
that his parents kept on going into
Well,
his
as
house
an-
and just pleasing
as an adult?
parents. Yeah. Like for the illusion.
No, I just think they just don't bother. And I'm like, just throw one line in. Just be like, a part of it is adults couldn't believe in Santa. The magic would melt their brain, so we implant false memories that they buy the presents themselves. But there's nothing like that. They just don't.
How did
bother.
these presents get here?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, a mystery man dropped off all these presents. Could it be the magic Santa Claus that everyone's talking about? No, he's not real. And I've never gotten it, and it always bothers me. Every Christmas movie.
Merry Christmas from the main cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, your family is dumb.
I've got a. Just as we're gonna end this, I've got a little thought that I had today when I got home from work.
Yes.
There was, as I was driving home, I saw an ant crawl on the bonnet of my car,
Yeah.
and it got me to think, that ant is a long way from home. Do you think
How do you know that?
Do you think it freaks out?
I think they do. I do often think about this. I don't think flies do, because they just, like, fly and
Yeah, I
grab stuff.
think they're just yeah.
But ants
100%.
that are, like, part of a colony, and then you just dump them somewhere,
Yeah.
I think they just run around until they die.
Yeah, like, do they end up, like, and do they know where home is? So do they just make that long trek?
No, I don't
to
think
get
they
to
do.
home.
I don't think
They,
so.
they don't know, like the way they like actually navigate and stuff is they leave a scent trail, and they
Yeah.
also like count how many steps they've taken in a way.
Because if you see a trail of ants, if you just wipe your finger along the ground where that trail is, they'll freak out because you've wiped away the scent trail.
So if they get on something, and then
Yeah.
that drives, like my car for example, and that drives, they might have only taken one step, but really they've traveled
Yeah.
like 15 kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they will just run around until they die.
So in theory, then, shouldn't the best thing for the ant to go back on the car?
I mean,
I mean, yeah, if
it
you were
could
heading back
think
that way,
ahead.
but
Yeah, if this is a DreamWorks movie, sure, that's absolutely the best thing for them to do. But this is real life. This
is real life.
It would
Where,
leave
where
the
Santa's
car,
not real.
yeah,
I will
run
stand
around
on
and
this
die of
damn hill.
starvation, or more than likely be eaten.
yeah, do you want to know
man.
the funny thing of how they figured out ants navigate and stuff like that?
How?
They gave them tiny stilts,
Wait, what?
and the ant walked too far, like back home, and they're like, oh, okay, so they
Oh,
have
because
like
it was-
something to do
because
with
the
like
steps
counting
were
steps. So
bigger.
yeah.
That's so weird.
No, I don't believe that. That didn't
They
happen.
did.
Tiny
it's-
stilts
yeah.
on ants.
No,
That's
no,
like
I
some
don't
like
believe that for a second.
Dr. Seuss thing you do. Like,
I've
give some
got
stilts to ants.
better chance of winning the lottery than believing that.
I'm looking at a photograph of it right now.
They used pig hair bristles
Dude.
as stilts.
Do you know how many shit's just photoshopped and AI generated bullshit
Oh,
these days?
don't start with the narwhals.
AI's been around for years.
God
Exhibit
damn
A?
narwhals.
Exhibit A.
Look, this
Narwhals.
article was posted in 2006, Moody.
Yeah, AI's been around for ages. Exhibit A. Narwhals.
That's badass.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah,
That looks-
here's a close up.
That is badass looking though. That's the coolest ant ever. Oh, okay. Well,
Got him. You absolutely got him.
You have to edit those.
Yeah.
You have to edit that together.
Chuck those in. That's
Yeah.
the
That's a short baby.
God damn it.
But yeah, look at just attach little hairs to the ant. Actually, it looks like a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool though.
That's how spiders are. They're just ants with fucking walking sticks.
And where did 2 extra legs come from?
Don't think
I
about
they
it.
also
Taped
have like
on.
ants
Yeah.
have like an extra like the head, thorax, and abdomen
Yeah,
section.
the 3 things, the 3 pieces.
Yeah, spiders only have 2.
Idiot.
That's gross.
Learn your animals.
If we could talk to ants, do you reckon they'd be very, very, very smart, or just dumb and really driven?
Dumb and really driven. That's literally
Yeah,
how they survive. They're like 100% just instinctual animals. They don't actually
yeah.
understand why they're doing the thing that they do. They just know to do it.
They just do it.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I feel like talking to you guys and like being friends with people older than me has significantly aged not only my mind but my body too. Like I get the whole you look 30, 35 thing all the time, and I think it's just because of the way I look. And like just talking to you guys makes my forehead wrinkle and
Fuck you, dude.
It's not an insult, it's cool. It was cool at first because they were like, oh, you look 27, 28. And I'm like, oh, that's super nice, guys. But now it's like, oh, you look 35. And I go,
What do you
thanks.
mean?
Stop.
Dude, I'm not even 35 yet.
Have you noticed any extra hair leaving you, Alex? Now that you're getting a little bit older, because I haven't seen you in a while. Are you
Shedding?
balding?
no, I'm not balding yet. I'm getting a lot more beard growth, though. Like, I have to shave every
Patchy,
3
though?
days now. No,
What is
not
it?
patchy. It's clean. Clean, though. Very clean.
What would be the worst way to bald? It would be back to front, wouldn't it?
It'd be top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like, if you had
It
to
would
keep
be-
it, like,
it'd
you
be- it
couldn't
would be-
actually shave it before you
It
went
would be
fully
like the
bald.
top, but not all the way from the back. I'll show you the worst way to bald.
I
It's how
feel
John-
like it would be patchy. Like
it's the worst way to bald is how John Cena is balding. Yeah, this was John Cena at WrestleMania. This is the worst way to bald.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
John, no. Not John.
that's bad. That's the worst way to go.
I know he's probably just sweating, but it looks like he shat and peed himself at the same time.
Don't we all at
I
this
see
point?
it.
Yeah.
That poor American flag. It did not deserve it.
Dude, he was probably on a bus at some point.
I wonder if John Cena's ever shit himself and just never said anything.
Yes, wrestlers pretty much have all the time. It happens to wrestlers all
I
the
don't-
time.
I don't want to mean in wrestling. I mean like out of wrestling. Like,
I don't know.
You know, like the average human experience of like
Well-
your car doesn't start, so then you shit yourself after
Yeah,
that.
in frustration. What was I going to say about John Cena?
That's the best way to describe our podcast. I'm talking about poo. It's got it. When I gotta go, I gotta go. Now, what was I saying about John Cena? That's the best way.
If you're in an industry where it's normal to just poop your pants, I would imagine probably do it at home slightly more than the average person.
And you gotta think, right? Do you think like celebrities, just like top grade A celebrities, like fucking Lewis Hamilton, just like are walking home from work after a big day,
Who's
and they're
Lewis
just like,
Hamilton?
oh shit, who's Lewis Hamilton? Sir Lewis Hamilton?
So he's not Sir,
He absolutely is a sir.
is he? For what, driving a car?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if he can do
He
it
is
for
a
driving a
sir.
car.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, the F1
Oh,
driver.
Louis.
Oh, Louis. Oh, you said Kablooey, and I went, what?
Kablooey Louis.
Well, he does go fast.
Yeah.
that would be
Ow.
a horrible nickname to have.
Kablooey
as a-
Louis.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
you know, because car racers crash their
Car
cars quite
Louis.
often.
Why does it look like Max Verstappen, the F1 driver, constantly looks like he's choking on like something on the back of his throat?
This is so specific.
This
You
is so
listed
niche.
someone none of us know
Yeah.
doing an
The nine of
incredibly
them.
specific thing.
Just
What'd
look
you
at
say
his,
He's the
What's
he's
his
name?
name's
the,
Max Verstappen. He's like the number one racer in the world.
yeah, the
and
Dutch Belgian.
His throat's so big, and
Driver.
it kind of just constantly looks like he's choking on like, you know when you eat like a muesli bar, and there's like that little bit of muesli in the back of your
drive.
Oh,
throat.
If
he
it's
just got a
stuck.
monster Adam's apple.
Nah, it's not that.
Yeah, it is.
It's his mouth though. It's his mouth. It's his mouth and his eyes. They just look like they're like a fraction away from having a cough. Like it looks
Yeah.
like he's choking on a nut in the back of his neck. That's what it looks like. That's what I see.
All right, big ears.
Oh,
That's my
Oh my
reaction,
God.
Alex, to you. That's how I'm sitting right now.
let me just hold on a second. Let me just get a picture. I went to Universal not too long ago. I got a picture on a ride. So the ride is like you're on a pterodactyl. You like with a pterodactyl, and it pretty much takes you for like this big joy ride.
The P is silent.
Have I gone silent? No way.
You're
No,
calling
the
it
P
a
is silent in
You're calling it a
pterodactyl.
pterodactyl. There's no. You don't pronounce the P.
I miss it. I heard it the first time, like, he didn't mean to say that, and then he said it the second and third time, like, hang on a minute, I gotta step in.
Pterodactyl.
Anyway, I was on the pterodactyl ride, and
See, doesn't that sound more natural now?
no, and I was like,
Do you call it a pterosaur?
hold on, I knew where the camera was. I knew where the camera was, so I decided to try and have a good look at it when I was on the ride to see if I could to get a decent picture, and I got it, and I was so impressed with myself that I bought it for $20, and this is the picture that I took. I'm pretty amused with it. And then I looked at my ears on this photo, and they are abnormally big.
They're really big.
I don't know
Next
why
time.
they're so big. All right, Adam.
Is that AI?
No, that's what Zac Efron looks like now. He's got a big chin.
Oh yeah.
But that's what you look like, Alex.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to know I look like bummed up Zac Efron. It's real nice of you. Hey, man, he broke
I
his
can't
jaw.
help it.
Don't say that.
Also, all right. So just really quickly before we end, just going back to that Max Verstappen guy. Have you ever seen Preacher? Any of you?
No.
That sounds familiar. Is that a show?
Yes. So in Preacher, the character Jesus is like an actual character in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Jesus in Preacher. All right.
That's me. That's me right there.
That's Jesus. All right. Now, I think if Henry Cavill is Jesus, then Max Verstappen is the character known as Humperdoo. So, I think that it's the same. I think that analogy works.
Are you
Henry
proud of
Cavill
yourself?
to Max Verstappen is Jesus to Humperdoo.
That's wild.
Are you proud of yourself, Rogers?
I am very proud of myself.
Oh, dude, I'm actually dying. That's so funny. I don't even know who Humperdoo is, but his face just gets me.
Humperdoo is Jesus is like very, very distant descendant, but he's been inbred a ton to try and keep the DNA super pure. And,
right.
he's God's favorite because Jesus slept with Mary Magdalene. So he lost favor with God, and God's like, "No, I like Humperdoo now."
Is that like
And he-
Bible things, or is this just in the show?
It's in the show. It's
Okay.
in the
Just
show.
in the show.
No, I don't think Humperdoo is a real thing.
Hey,
It's
you
not-
don't know. You were
That would be
around
some
back then.
wild lore.
There's not a 2,000-year-long line of descendants from Jesus to Humperdoo.
And God said,
there
"Let
could
there be
be.
Humperdoo."
Can only walk around and go, Humperdoo. That's all the character does. And Alex, you are the Humperdoo to Zac Efron.
What the fuck?
You are Zac Efron.
Wow. I didn't realize tonight was roast Alex. Oh damn.
Like, what's the worst haircut you think you've ever had?
Well, no, we're wrapping up. We're not doing this now.
Yeah, we're not doing this We're not.
Save it, Alex. Write it down. Write it down.
I'm glad you said something, Rogers, because I was about to go off.
Write it down. Have you written it down?
Yeah, but can I just show you the picture I just took real quick?
Oh, hurry up.
This is my hair right now.
You need to get that fixed ASAP.
I know.
What have you done to your face? Why is your face that shape?
I don't know. Why
Why
is
is
it
your
like
face
that?
shape?
Why have you turned into the Crimson Chin?
Just remember who I used to be, guys. Just remember who.
Yeah.
Just remember the man that used to be. Don't look at the man that is now.
Why? It's just so flat. It's just...
All right, come on, guys. I gotta
Go
go to bed.
Alex, come on.
Everyone, shut up.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the main broadcast. I have been your host, Alex Rogers, and I have been with my co-hosts, Adam, Peter, and Dan. You can find us on any of our social media under the Maincast TV. That is Instagram, Twitter, and Spotify. Guys, do you have anything motivational to say at the end?
That was a good outro. You're getting good at that.
I know, I practiced in the mirror. Which is weird, because no one can see me.